It's really beautiful out. We were just laughing because an ambulance just went by, and someone in class asked if they call it an ambulance, because way back in the day, if whoever created the idea of having an ambulance system, EMS, emergency call, was it a Bew named Lance? It could be. Who knows? Good question. Or nice deep thinking, I should say. It's really kind of surface level. You're such an amateur. Are you an amateur at throwing stones, digging holes, building mountains? You'd almost rather be an amateur than a professional in some respect, considering on what you're doing. I think that's how some become so cold, because they have no choice but to do wrong things, and then they just get so numb to doing things that put other people in danger. They get used to it. And once you're already in so deep that you're covering up other things, and you just got to keep covering. And then you have groups of people that look for people who like to cover up things, and they have lies they don't want exposed, or they're trafficking drugs. And yeah, it's an open market, man. Yeah, so these punks have been getting away with a lot of horrible things. We tried helping the people here that are protecting them. Back between 2008 and 12, if you look at what was going on, and remember we had spent some time in Waterville, Fred Wheeler's apartments, and I believe the DOJ has a case out with that landlord, and we told people, the same fucking people protecting the punks again, renting from that gentleman. We're like, you should rent from him, but go ahead. I know when you start to get it, and then you see how they think they're in on something, and that they're just opening the door for evil, and they're really fucking stupid, and it's very scary to us. Yeah, it's always been happening. We tried telling them, and in that time frame, we also tried telling the people, others that are protecting these punks and trying to prove us to be crazy, what was going on. And we were trying to help them. And what is so sad is these people that have betrayed us and allowed these punks to continue doing what they're doing, they betrayed the people trying to help them the most, who love and care about them the most. That's why it's really hard. If the truth ever does surface, they're good people, and it does break their hearts. But I think many don't want their hearts to be broken, so they make themselves cold to it and pretend like it's not real. And they will not accept those facts unless the cold, hard proof can be shown to them, and you know it can't. You think he's going to fuck the kids in front of you? Abuse them and tease them? I know exactly what the fuck these punks do, and I don't even want to think about what my children have already been through. So maybe people just need to step back a few steps and understand that, but they're not going to. They're in the ring of fire, and they want to stay in there. So hopefully people that do care, that don't have those vices and are able to help speak out, continue to do so, and that they grow in numbers, because the few over the years have grown to flocks, and there's a lot of heroes out there. There's no words. You can't even put into words the amount of awareness and care. Smarts, yeah, for sure. You're going to have a lot of smarts. It's amazing, actually, when you think about it on an overall scale, or just in general. Yeah, it's really incredible. Just the whole human journey and evolution. And we don't got to go back to the dinosaurs. It is incredible. The cavemen, the spoken word. And look at us today. Incredible. Oh, I think I lost my page. The Spanish Gypsy. Oh, 2:15. We're good here. This is just a little section we're going to read. T. Fadalma. Fadalma wrought to a glow of admiration Yeah, see, it separates it. This is Zarka and Fidalma, so we have different sections there. I know. I still haven't taken off the nail polish. I'm just letting it chip away. I know I meant to take it off yesterday because it's good to not keep it on there too long. Can't always be perfect, I guess. Oh, my imperial father, tea is where there breathes a mighty soul like yours. What is tea? It's just the letter T. T. Tea is where there breathes a mighty soul like yours, that men's contempt is of good augury. Zarka, seizing both of Fidalma's hands and looking at her searchingly. Are you my daughter? Are you not the child of the Zincala? Does not his great hope thrill in your veins like shouts of victory? Thrill in your veins like shouts of victory. Thrill, thrill in your veins. Joyfulness, ecstasy. Yeah. Right, yeah, sure. Thrill. It's a thrill. That was really thrilling. I really enjoyed myself. That was quite exhilarating and exciting. Tea is a vile life that, like a garden pool, lies stagnant in the round of personal loves, that has no ear save for the tickling lute set to small measures, deaf to all the beats of that large music rolling over the world, a miserable, petty, low-roofed life that knows the mighty orbits of the skies, through naught save light or dark in its own cabin. The very brutes will feel the force of kind and move together, gathering a new soul, the soul of multitudes. Say now, my child, you will not falter, not look back and long for unfledged, not look back and long for unfledged ease into some soft alien nest. The crane, with outspread wings, that heads the file. The crane with outspread wing that heads the file. I know, I was going to say flock just because of, but I think it says file. It's weird. It's kind of smudged. What does that say? Does it say file? It looks like file. Oh, it even looks like somebody maybe made a pencil mark on it or something. What does that say? File? F-I-L-E. Do you see that though? Doesn't it look like some kind of pencil mark or something on it? The crane with outspread wing that heads the file pauses not, feels no backward impulses. Behind it summer was and is no more. Before it lies the summer it will reach or fall in the mid-ocean. And you no less must feel the force sublime of growing life. New thoughts are urgent as the growth of wings, the widening vision of impressions. The widening vision is imperious, has higher members bursting the worm's sheath. You cannot grovel in the worm's delights. You must take winged pleasures, winged pains. Are you not steadfast? Will you live or die for aught below your royal heritage? To him who holds the flickering brief torch that lights a beacon for the perishing, Aught else is crime. Are you a false Zinkala? Then Fadalma says, Father, my soul is weak. The mist of tears still rises to my eyes and hides the goal, which to your undimmed sight is clear and changeless. But if I cannot plant resolve on hope, it will stand firm on certainty of woe. I choose the ill that is most like to end with my poor being. Hopes have precarious life. They are oft blighted, withered, snapped, sheared off in vigorous growth, and turned to rottenness. But faithfulness can feed on suffering, and knows no disappointment. Trust in me. If it were needed, this poor trembling hand should grasp the torch. Strive not to let it fall, though it were burning down close to my flesh. No beacon lighted yet, though through the damp dark I should still hear the cry of gasping swimmers. Father, I will be true. Then Zarka says, I trust that word, and for your sadness, you are young. The bruise will leave no mark. The worst of misery is when a nature framed for noblest things condemns itself in youth to petty joys. And sore our thirst for air breathes scanty life, grasping from out the shallows. You are saved from such poor doubleness. The life we choose breathes high and sees a full arched firmament, teaching great purpose to the distant time. Now I must hasten back. I shall but speak to Nadar of the order he must keep in setting watch and victualling. Another V word. Victualling. 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 And setting watch and victualling. Yeah. Victoria. The stars and the young moon must see me at my post. Nay, rest you here. Farewell, my younger self, strong-hearted daughter. Shall I live in you when the earth covers me? Fadalma says, My father, death should give your will divineness, make it strong with the blessings of a mighty soul that left its work unfinished. Kiss me now. They embrace, and she adds tremulously as they part. And when you see fair hair, be pitiful. And when you see fair hair, be pitiful. Zarka exits. Fadalma seats herself on the bank, leans her head forward, and covers her face with her drapery. While she is seated thus, Hinda comes forth from the bank with a branch of musk roses in her hand. Seeing Fadalma with head bent and covered, she pauses and begins to move on tiptoe. Hinda says, Our queen, can she be crying? There she sits, as I did every day when my dog sad, sickened and yelled, and seemed to yell so loud after we'd buried him. I opt his grave. She comes forward on tiptoe, kneels at Fadalma's feet and embraces them. Fadalma uncovers her head. Hinda, what is it? Hinda says, Queen, a branch of roses, so sweet, You'll love to smell them. Tea was the last. I climbed the bank to get it before Trella, and slipped and scratched my arm, but I don't mind. You love the roses, so do I. I wish the sky would rain down roses as they rain from off the shaken bush. Why will it not? Then all the valley would be pink and white and soft to tread on. They would fall as light feathers, smelling sweet, and it would be like sleeping and yet walking all at once over the sea, Queen, where we soon shall go. Will it rain roses? Fidalma says, no, my prattler, no, it will never rain roses. When we want to have more roses, we must plant more trees. But you want nothing, little one. The world just suits you as it suits the 20 squirrels. Come, you want nothing.